Join us on a whirlwind trip to Branson, Missouri, as I travel with two friends on a journey filled with entertainment and eating choices. With only 3 nights to spare, we must carefully select our favorite shows and top dining spots. Get ready to witness this early summer trip where every moment counts and every choice leads to a new experience in Branson. But first, we have to get there. We live in Central Texas near Waco, and every trip to Branson, and there are many, leads us to I-35 North. Just north of Hillsboro, we have to make a choice. I-35 West leads to Fort Worth, while I-35 East leads to Dallas. If it will be a busy traffic time in Dallas, we go toward Fort Worth and take the toll roads across the north side of the Metroplex back to 75 North, well north of Dallas. This was a Sunday afternoon, so we headed straight to Dallas. The plan was to spend Sunday night in McAlester, Oklahoma, and complete the drive to Branson on Monday to begin our 3-night stay. Dallas didn't quite work out as expected, as there was still lots of traffic in the downtown area, but it really only delayed us about 10 minutes. The traffic slowdown did, however, give us some nice views of the downtown Dallas area that we will share with you. We're working our way across the north side of downtown to 75 North, our route to Oklahoma. To our right here is Reunion Tower, and then just past is Daly Plaza. The brown building on the right is the infamous school book depository building. We'll continue through Dallas to the junction with 75 North. Now, if you would like to skip the trip through Oklahoma and get straight to the Branson part of the video, then move forward on the timeline to around 6:05. I-75 will take us north through Plano and on towards Oklahoma. Just a few miles from the Oklahoma border in Denison, we stopped at one of our traditional stops, Starbucks, at the Grayson College exit by Texoma Medical Center. This Starbucks is easy in and out with good customer service and makes a nice place to stop after driving about 3.5 hours from home. The Texoma Medical Center is seen here to the right as we get back on 75 North toward Oklahoma. Back on the road again, we soon come to the Red River, which marks the border between Texas and Oklahoma. A few miles further up the road in Oklahoma is Durant, home to the Choctaw Casino Resort, seen here just ahead, where we will actually spend the night on our return trip from Branson. The drive to McAlester, where we are spending Sunday night, is about an hour and a half north from here. We checked into our hotel, a Hampton Inn, which is a good value and a good location in McAlester, Oklahoma, right along the main highway. There are a number of fast food and chain restaurants in the area. We chose Chili's this evening, knowing there would be plenty of places to eat once we arrived in Branson the next day. Monday morning we awoke to a beautiful morning, had breakfast at the hotel, and soon were on the road toward Branson. The highway going north from McAllister is very scenic as we travel toward Interstate 40, passing along sections of Lake Eufaula, which is a very large lake in Oklahoma. Here are some scenes along the lake. It is about a 45-minute drive from McAllister to the intersection with Interstate 40. Here we exit onto Interstate 40 east toward Fort Smith, Arkansas. From here, it's about an hour to the Arkansas border near Fort Smith. There is an excellent welcome center located just across the border, and it makes a nice quick stop after driving for a couple of hours. If you would like to see the drive from Fort Smith, Arkansas to Branson, I have another video called Driving to Branson that has scenes through Arkansas and the approach into Branson on Highway 65 from the south, and it is linked in the description. We arrived in Branson and stopped at Presley's Country Jubilee Theater to pick up tickets that I had reserved for us for that night's show. We then headed for my condo, but stopped along the way at the Branson Cheese Company to pick up some local cheese to snack on during the week. We arrived at the condo on Thousand Hills Golf Course, unpacked our things, and because we hadn't eaten since breakfast, decided to head out for an early dinner. For dinner, we chose Paula Deen's restaurant at the Branson Landing. Due to our early arrival time, Paula Deen's was not at all crowded when we got there. The food here is served family style and is priced per person based on the number of entrees selected. The meal always begins with Paula Deen's signature cheddar biscuits. We ordered pot roast, ribs, catfish, and chicken and dumplings as our entrees, and added creamed potatoes, mac and cheese, fried okra, and creamed corn as our sides. The food was good and there was plenty of it. After dinner, we headed to our first show of the trip, Presley's Country Jubilee. Presley's is one of the original shows in Branson and features a talented cast of musicians and singers along with the hillbilly comedy that made them famous. This is still one of the best shows in Branson, even after over 50 years. Tuesday morning, we decided to have breakfast at a Branson icon, Billy Gail's, which now has a second Branson location on Gretna Road, and is our destination this morning. Billy Gail's is known for breakfast, and they are particularly famous for their 14-inch pancakes, which I tried for myself this morning. It was a busy place, but we were able to get in and have breakfast. Breakfast was the beginning of a busy day. After breakfast, we drove around shooting video for my Branson June Drive video, and then headed to the IMAX Theater for the Petersens at 2 o'clock. The Petersens are a family bluegrass band that plays all kinds of music in bluegrass style. The Petersens have become a YouTube phenomenon, with their view count approaching 200 million. They play in a small, intimate theater with around 200 seats and often sell out. There were few seats remaining for this afternoon's show. This was a very entertaining show with talented musicians and a very personable group. We loved it. The conclusion of the show around 4 p.m. gave us just enough time to make our way to the Keeter Center at the College of the Ozarks in Hollister in time for our 4:30 early dinner reservation. The Keeter Center is a student-run lodge and restaurant at the College of the Ozarks. From the dessert tree that greets you at the entrance, to the pre-meal bread choices, to the main course, cup of coffee with dessert, and the dessert itself, the food is outstanding and the service is excellent. It was a great dinner between shows. Following dinner, it was time to head to the Clay Cooper Theater for one of the top shows in Branson, the Haygoods. These talented musicians, all from one family, play multiple instruments, have great family harmonies, create their own original arrangements, and choreograph their numbers, all while producing a show with LED light, lasers, and pyrotechnics. It's a production like no other in Branson. Wednesday began by grabbing some coffee from Table Rock Roasters and some donuts from Krispy Kreme, followed by a drive around Branson for more video footage. We decided to make the 30-minute drive to Flat Creek Restaurant in Cape Fear for lunch. Flat Creek specializes in American comfort food, including barbecue and catfish, served in a rustic atmosphere. The food is good and the portions are enormous. Definitely worth the drive. After our late lunch, we returned to Branson in our condo to relax before our last show of the trip, Anthems of Rock. Performing at the King's Castle Theater, Anthems of Rock bills itself as Branson's rock party and is a rock show of classic rock music. The show features singers, dancers, and a talented lead guitarist who perform many of the iconic rock songs from the 1980s and other periods of rock and roll. This is a highly entertaining show and another of our favorites in Branson. In 3 nights in Branson, we managed to see 4 top-notch shows, eat some good food, and get some new video for the channel. Thursday morning, we began our trip back home, retracing our route back through Arkansas and Oklahoma before stopping for the evening in Durant, Oklahoma at Choctaw Casino Resort. We ate dinner at Salt and Stone Restaurant at the resort and played some slots before turning in for the night before our trip back to Texas the following day. Thanks for watching. I hope you enjoyed this quick trip to Branson and discovering what our choices were given a limited amount of time in Branson. If you enjoyed the video, would you give us a thumbs up, share it with friends, and leave us a comment to let us know what you think. Meanwhile, check out this video next for more travel fun. And don't forget to subscribe.